Shine on, shine your light. Shine your light into the world. The Father keep it loving, God they keep it shining. Shine your light into the world. You gotta come with him, come with him, come with him, come on, yeah. The time is right, we must unite to fight the fight, brothers and sisters. Shine your light into the world. For justice, for peace, for freedom. Shine your light into the world. You got to love the Lord, he come on, come with me. Shine your light into the world. Anything is possible when you believe. Anything is possible when you believe. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. Don't you know that you can change a life when you believe? Don't you know that you can change a life when you believe in yourself? In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. Gonna make a miracle when you believe. Gonna make a miracle. You know you're gonna make a miracle when you believe. You're gonna make a miracle. Everything you want, you got. When you believe, you want it, you got. You know everything you want, you got. When you believe, you want it, you got it. In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. I believe in me. So I believe in you. We believe in each other. There ain't nothing that we can't do. Nah, nah, nah. Oh, oh, oh. All right. I believe in me. I believe, oh, I believe in you. Hey, hey. We believe in each other. There ain't nothing we can't do. I believe in me. So I believe in you. We believe in each other. There ain't nothing we can't do. Nah, 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 nah. I believe in me. So I believe in you.
Well, whoa, welcome everybody. Hello, hello, how you doing? I'm Jack Fowler, the spiritual director here at Unity of Metairie. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we have a special guest all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. She's been a dear friend of mine for about 20 years. We are musicians and ministers and We share a lot in common, and one of my best friends, but most importantly, she is an open-hearted, extraordinary musician, singer-songwriter. And so not only are we welcoming everyone in this room, but we're welcoming everyone on Facebook today. Hopefully we'll have quite a few people watching. We were already looking back through. That's why it took some minute to get started, by the way. So thank you for being patient, working out a few technical things. But for everyone watching, thank you for joining us in your living room. And we have a new way to put sound into our streaming, so it sounds great. Thank you, God. It sounds awesome. So it's going to sound good to everyone listening and watching. And if you're watching now, share with everyone, your friends, and let them know just to go to Unity Church of Metairie right on our Facebook page, right there in the stream, not in the streaming, but in our post. You can see the streaming in full stereo here. And I also want to let everyone know that Christy came of her own accord, and tonight we have a suggested love offering of $15. Of course, you're welcome to give more. You can donate a Mercedes if you would like, just anything to help out. It benefits ourselves and our spiritual center, and also Christy. And I want to let everyone know that's watching us as well, that where you're watching right now, if you just look down below, I'm learning how to do this the more I do it, so that they understand what I'm saying. So if you look down below what you're watching right now and go off the screen, one post below is a way that you can just with one click securely and easily donate to also support Christy and our spiritual center. It's secure, it's easy to do, it's with one click. So just look down below. You have to go off the page you're looking at, not off the page, but off the post you're looking at, and down below, and it says donate online, and you can give easily and securely there. We love supporting life-affirming musicians that are sending a vibration in the world that is powerful and light and healing. There's so many other kind of vibrations in the world. I believe that music is the most powerful vibration there is. And when someone like Christy comes along and puts a life-affirming, beautiful, healing edge to it, it could literally change the world. So with that in mind, let's change the world, y'all, with Reverend Christy Snow.
Hey, y'all. How's it going? All right. We're here listening to Eddie Watkins Jr., getting all pumped up. I love our friend Eddie. And I love my brother Jack. And I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Thanks for coming all the way, driving home from, what'd you say, Grand Isle, and then deciding, wait, we're almost home, but let's just stop by and hear this concert. Who is this Christy Snow person? And then making the decision to drive over from Gulfport or wherever you drove from or wherever you're streaming from. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do some original music for you, and we're going to have a good time. Let's do that. What? Let me tell you, the map is not the territory. Your life is not your story. Your story is just a place you've been. The map is not the territory. You're more than a story. When freedom is a state of mind you're in. Ever looked at your life through the eyes of someone else? Lived a day for another and not for yourself. Well, it's not all figured out. There's always room for doubt or faith. That life can be more. Let me tell you, the map is not the territory. Your life is not your story. Your story is just a place you've been. The map is not the territory. You're more than a story. When freedom is a state of mind you're in. You don't size up the Grand Canyon before you've seen it. You don't think you know Beethoven's Fifth before you've heard it. It's not just a hole in the ground. It's not just another sound. Have faith that life can be more. Let me tell you, the map is not the territory. Your life is not your story. Your story is just a place you've been. The map is not the territory. You're more than a story. When freedom is a state of mind you're in. It's a vast territory, that space between our ears, without direction. We can wander there for years. So take each breath aware and take each step with care. Have faith in the freedom of who you are. Let me tell you, the map is not the territory. Your life is not your story. Your story is just a place you've been. The map is not the territory. You're more than a story. When freedom is a state of mind you're in, let freedom be the state of mind you're in. Yeah, freedom, the state of mind you're in. Thank you so much. Sound all right? Good? All right, good. You get to use your imagination tonight. I'll tell you when to insert the mental harmonica. I totally forgot to bring them. So this is one of those, just harmonica key of G. Just in your mind, I sound really, really good while I'm playing it because you're using your imagination. And so it's wah, 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 wah. Yeah, just like that. So our minds are amazing, aren't they? We can create a story, we can relive a story, we can get stuck in a story. And I wrote this song actually right before singing in a bar, and I told the story in the bar, and they were like, "Is she talking about the Bible? What'd she say?" Yes, sir, I am. It's the story of Nehemiah, and I wrote this song thinking about that story, and I was thinking about, actually first I was thinking about how I get stuck in my mind sometimes and stuck on repeat of things and get lost in the chaos up there. As I said in the last song, the vast space between our ears. And so I was thinking about it, and then I was thinking about this story of Nehemiah rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem, which represents peace, right? And kept getting these messengers coming to distract him, saying, "Hey, my guy wants to talk to you." I paraphrased the Bible, so hang on. "My guy wants to talk to you." And then the next one would come and say, "My guy wants to talk to you. Hey, my guy wants to talk to you." And finally, he kept saying, "No, no, no." And finally he turns and he says, "I'm doing a great work here. I can't come down." And so I think the best work that we have to do is the work in consciousness that it takes to be a kind, loving, compassionate, connected, authentic soul. Yes? And so I think we're all doing great work, and it's time that we stop coming down to a different vibration. So this is a song I wrote all about that. It's called Live Free. I'm tired of twisting in the wind to see which way it's gonna blow me now. I just won't live like that again. I'm gonna choose a different path some way, somehow. 'Cause I gotta live free. I gotta live for me. No longer twisting in the wind to see which way it's gonna blow me now. With my heels I'm digging in, I'm gonna hold my feet to higher ground. 'Cause I gotta live free. I gotta live for me. No longer twisting in the wind, the strength of who and how I am I have found. I've come so far and worked so hard from living my life, I will not back down. And I gotta live free. I gotta live for me. Every moment is a choice point. Every thought is a creative one. So how, tell me, how are you? Gonna live now. gotta live free. I gotta live for me. Live free. Live free. Live free. Thank you so much. I don't know about you, but I used to think, I don't know what's wrong with people that can't live free in their own minds when they get on the road and they have this traffic issue. I don't know what I don't understand that. I don't have a problem with people on the road. I don't understand. And people would talk about, yeah, get a blinker, man, use it, all this stuff. And I would think, oh, calm down, just breathe. And then, no, actually, then I came to New Orleans. No, actually, not at all. I'm staying in the French Quarter, so I just walk everywhere. And then I'm in the back seat, and Jack's driving me or Martin's driving. I'm good. So, no, in Charlotte, we started doing this work on Interstate 77. And my mom fell back earlier in the year, and we started staying with her more. So at the same time, I'm driving on 77 before I wasn't that much, because I know to avoid such things, because I crave peace. And at the same time, they started building these toll roads and expanding, and all this stuff's going on. And I'm like, what is happening right now? I need to be, it's an hour and 20 minutes, and now it takes me 2 hours to get to my mom. And she's not always patient. She wants to know, where you at, honey? Are you here yet? So I think about this song a lot when I'm driving that road, because it's a song that I wrote when someone was telling me about visiting the island of Kauai. And just in her describing being in Kauai, I felt the breeze. I felt the sun on my face. I felt peace. And I thought, wow, back to that mind and the imagination. I'm in Kauai right now. This is amazing. And I've never actually been with my body, just my mind. So we're going to go there together right now, and it's going to be your reminder when it's game day. I actually had a cab driver once tell me on the way back from here to the hotel over on Canal, yeah, you're going to have to get out here. I'm not going down there. It's Saints Day. So next time there's a game and you can't go anywhere, or the next time you just need to breathe, here's a little reminder for you. Closing my eyes to the busy world outside, as if my eyelids hold the key to my ability to breathe. Imagining no deadlines and no constraints on my time, as I drift to where the music carries me. Timeless as a breeze on a blue Kauai day, wind blowing the peace through my soul, feeling the warm sun without a care in the world, 'cause this moment is all I can know. Worries keep trying to pry my mind off the island and force me to feel them weighing me down. But I know the truth is I can't have this at the ocean or in the middle of my town. Timeless as a breeze on a blue Kauai day, wind blowing the peace through my soul, feeling the warm sun without a care in the world, 'cause this moment is all I can know. Fearless in this moment, as a breeze on a blue Kauai day. Wind blowing the peace through my soul. Feeling the warm sun without a care in the world. 'Cause this moment is all I can know. This moment is all I can know. This moment is all I can know. Thanks so much. So you guys had a little musical treasure over at the Orpheum the other day. A singer-songwriter by the name of Damian Rice. I almost was able to go. It was so sweet. A friend of mine said, "Oh, you're in town. I don't feel well. I have tickets to see Damian Rice. You want to go?" I didn't see it until like 10 minutes before the show. And I'm like, "Yes." And she goes, "Oops, sorry. I can't anymore." I was like, "Well, thanks for thinking of me." But anyway, I was turned on to him because of this next song. I decided to record it on my Free to Be CD. So it's my version of his version. So it is a cover of a Damian Rice song that I love very much. It's called Cannonball. There's still a little bit of your taste in my mouth. Still a little bit of you laced with my doubt. It's still a little hard to say what's going on. Still a little bit of your ghost, your witness. Still a little bit of your face that I haven't kissed. Step a little closer to me, so close that I can't see what's going on. Stones taught me to fly. Love taught me to lie. Life taught me to die. And it's not hard to fall when you float like a cannonball. Still a little bit of your words in my ear. Still a little bit of your song I long to hear. You step a little closer each day, so close that I can't say what's going on. Stones taught me to fly. Love taught me to lie. Life taught me to die. And it's not hard to fall it's not hard to hold. And I don't want to lose, it's not hard to grow. When you know that you just don't know. Thanks so much. I just realized I probably stepped away from the camera and the people online. I was like, wait, where's she going? Is it over? What's happening? My water table is far away. It's okay. It's all good. So a friend of mine, a good friend of mine actually, Lee Foster, she called me up when I released that CD. She said, Chris, so you're a songwriter. What do you think he meant by that? Teach me to be shy. I said, oh, honey, I know. I've been there. I spent most of my adult life, like the time I was a teenager, actually, until adulthood, of being just like too much for everybody that I wanted to date. You know, I'd be like a little puppy, like charging them, you know, just like climbing up the leg, just like, hey, oh, hey, pet me. Yeah, I know, too much information. Anyway, but I was just kind of, I was a little overkill, right? And it was just, but it was okay, turns out, for the right person. It was not okay for the wrong person, but it's okay for the right person to just be mushy and gushy, and I'm glad that right person is here and in my life. And I wrote a song for her. Her name's Angie. The song is called Soul Shine because she makes my soul shine just by being around her, as does she, you know, as the way she is with everyone. People are just lifted up around her. And I always tell, you know, my congregation in Charlotte, my friends, remind myself, surround yourself with people that feel like sunshine, people that make your soul shine. So, thank you for doing that, my love. When you came along, I didn't know what hit me. I didn't know what it meant to be loved and still free. But then you shine your light into my life, and all of our pieces just fit right the way you love me. Love me, love me. You make my soul shine, baby, make my heart sing, helping me believe in the good again. Make my soul shine, baby, make my heart sing, helping me believe in the good again. I believe, I believe, I believe. Never seen a heart so kind in my life. Blessing everyone that comes in your sight. Well, your love could heal the world, I'm sure. I've watched the way you give and then you give some more. The way you love me, love me, love me. You make my soul shine, baby, make my heart sing, helping me believe in the good again. You make my soul shine, baby, make my heart sing, helping me believe in the good again. I believe, I believe, I believe. Some people dance in the rain, some just get wet. Well, you move with the biggest joy I've seen yet. The way you move, the way you love, the way you are. Ooh. You make my soul shine, baby, make my heart sing, helping me believe in the good again. You make my soul shine, baby, make my heart sing, helping me believe in the good again. Now I believe, I believe, I believe. Shine. I believe you make my soul shine. I believe soul shine. I believe. Thanks so much. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, you know, when you're getting a life lesson, regardless of what it's about, you know you're getting it when you're in it, don't you? And you want it to be over. Like, okay, done that. Let's move on. It's called divine discontent. That place in between where you are and where you're really hoping you're heading. Anyway, that's what my teacher told me when I went to her. And I could turn this down, but that would deprive you of the wonderful opportunity to hear how tuning happens. So yeah, I went to her. I'm kidding. Okay, fine. I'll turn it down. So I went to my teacher after I first started attending a New Thought church in Charlotte. It was the Center for Positive Living, Science of Mind Church. And she started telling me about affirmations and focusing on what you want and affirming your worthiness and all this stuff. And things, you know, started to change. And at first I was like, woohoo, look at me, it's working. Things are changing. Look at me, wait, no. Too much change. Everything's, and I would go in literally and tell her, too much change. Could you talk to the universe for me and kind of dial it back a little? Because this is too much. It's overwhelming. I don't know. I mean, like the relationship status is changing. My housing situation is changing. Even how I'm singing, because all of a sudden, you know, I tried to be anyway, a conscious songwriter. And then once I started learning about really how words affect our beliefs and our beliefs affect our experience, then it was like, oh God, well now what? They don't really want me to sing that in the bars. And so what do I do? So everything was changing. My gigs were changing. My relationship was changing. And I was like, no. I changed my mind about this change thing. And she said, change is good, honey. I was like, no, it's really, really not right now. Just not feeling it. Anyway, I started hearing this song that, as fate would have it, I have to change 4 out of the 6 strings for in order to play for you. No lie. I heard the song most of the time. I will hear a piece of a song or maybe a little riff that I want to play off of, or a melody will come to my head. But this one came fully downloaded. Just like bing, download complete. It was fabulous. Except no matter what I did, I could not find what I was hearing on the guitar. Couldn't find it anywhere. Until I let it go. Well, there's a lesson in that too. Tried everything, and then I just let it go. And I was at the beach having a little vacay, and I had taken this little book about open tunings, and I thought, oh, this would be a good time to experiment with an open tuning. It totally put the song on a shelf, and even though it was complete, and it was frustrating me, complete in my mind. And so this has taken forever, because apparently I can't talk and tune at the same time. And that's why I usually have 2 guitars when I'm home. If you ever wonder why there's 2 guitars on stage, that's why, because that's easier. But again, would deprive you of the experience of me being all over the page. All right, so I went on this vacation and played around with an open C tuning. Yay, there it is. Oh no, I forgot one. And all of a sudden, I did something, and I was like, that's that noise. That's what I keep hearing in my head. Oh my God, that's it. There it is. And took a little playing around with, and I finally was able to find what I'd been hearing all along. The song that I wrote to convince myself that my teacher was right. That change is good. planted flower beds and painted the ceilings, rearranged the place, knocked down a wall, added on a room. Didn't think it'd be time to move on so soon. And I'm thinking that there is always change. There's always change. There is always change. When change is good. I heard it said that discontent is to be considered divine. And even if we haven't seen it that way, that there's always time to search avenue after avenue and every angle to find what it is we're supposed to see there in our mind's eye. And I'm thinking that there is always change. There's always change. There is always change. When change is good. Maybe this illusion of discontent is what keeps us forever pushing on. Grateful but seeking, never growing. Complacent with life's song. There's always change. There's always change. There's always change. When change, there's always change. There's always change. There's always change. When change is good. It may not look like it, but it's always good. Like it or not now, there is always change. There is always change. Change is good. Change is good. Thank you. Now I just need to learn 2 or 3 more in that same tuning. Actually, I am working on one in that same tuning. It'll be fun. It's called Kissing in the Rain. And it's another one of those. It's the open sea blessing / curse. But it came already in there. I was gotta find it. Like a little treasure hunt. So here's the portion of the show where we get to have a little guessing game. If you already know, play fair and let someone guess that does not know the answer to this question. So for the majority of my life, I've been a musician. I just started adding things to that quite a few years back. So now I'm also a flute instructor, retreat facilitator. Did anyone else hear that noise? Okay. I now also am a spiritual director of a community in Charlotte, Carolina Center for Spiritual Awakening. An awesome spiritual family there. And I lead retreats. Have one coming up in January. If you want to come and have a mindfulness retreat with me in North Carolina, come on to Charlotte. It's going to be great. I do all kinds of things, but music has been like right there. And but I took a couple of years of a break from that as I started writing these really introspective and different sort of songs than my earlier part of my career, where I was doing mostly cover songs, and even if they were mine, they were bar songs, right? More bar. Now I've found the balance. I can do the stuff that I do anywhere. The songs that I sing in the bar still, if I sing the bar or at a church or whatever. But for my 2-year little hiatus from music, when I worked for corporate America, what do you think that I did? Anyone who doesn't know, shout it out. I love hearing what people think that I would be. Like, oh, I think she would have been a who? I heard something. Go ahead, shout it out. Gets the ball rolling. Car salesman. Oh, all right. I'm not sure, how to take that, Johnny. Because car salesmen often get a bad rap, but I've met some really good ones, so I'm going to take that as a compliment. It takes a personable person to be a car salesman. I get that. All right, but no, that wasn't it, but that was a good guess. No bad guesses. What else? Bookkeeper. Oh, that's so sweet that you think I was good at math. No, almost lost my basketball scholarship because of accounting. So you can go ahead. Those that were getting ready to say accountant, no. Anyone else? Yes. Human resources. I would have been good at that. Except I think if I had to fire anyone, I would cry. I really do. No, one more guess. Real estate. Oh, yeah, I'd be good at that. My dad was really good at that. He was a farmer. No, that wasn't it, though. He was a farmer all of his life, predominantly until he was 72, I think, and he decided to go into real estate. And he was the best producing salesperson in the region for the last couple of years of his life. But no, that wasn't it. I worked in the insurance world. And so it was great at first. I got to make my own hours. I got to do all this stuff. And then I started hearing some stories where people weren't happy with insurance companies. Imagine that. And they were coming into me to talk about it. And I was like, yeah, that's not really my area. And they're like, yeah, but you sold it. So it is your area. It's your problem now, girl. Anyway, so I started having these I was like, okay, this doesn't fit anymore either. And my only solace would be the fact that I could have my own hours. I could create my own presentation that the insurance company did not know that I shared, which was to tell people how to avoid the loopholes and make sure things would get paid. It's awesome. And that made it a little more bearable. And here's the funny part, just one of those things that you may not know about me. Most people do not. I love Office Depot. I do. I love Office Max, Office Depot, Borders. Well, they don't have those anymore, but places where you buy books, journals, papers. I get excited. So I was anything to get me out of that office, right? And so even if it was going to the office store, and they were like, we have an assistant. You have an assistant for that. I'm like, no, she's busy. I got this. I got to get away from this industry. No offense. I have great friends that work in insurance, so we need it. It just has its issues. Anyway, I digress. So here I was at the Office Max in Charlotte, and I got a little distracted because, you see, during that time I wasn't able to play music, because if I did, I would just lose myself in it. So I would make myself not play, and then that didn't really work, because then I just wanted to write everything on a cocktail napkin, going down the road. I'm trying to drive and write, So next thing you know, my boss is calling, going, where are you? You have an appointment and you've been gone for 2 hours to the Office Max across the street. What is going on? I was in the parking lot because I got inspired by the pens and the paper, and because I was in this place of trying to find myself, and I wrote this song. This is your flashback into Christy 25 years ago-ish. Bought myself a pad of paper and a brand new pen. I'm sure it would take me to the bottom of the state I was in. Been days since I wrote my thoughts or shared my mind. Longer since I'd allowed a feeling of any kind. What is it that keeps me here alone inside this flame of fear? Closed fist and guarded walls, alone inside these hollow halls. Closed fist and guarded walls, alone and fighting for my cause. Closed fist and guarded walls, alone, all alone. Walking empty halls. There's truth in every eye I see, and in every one of them I see me. Waiting for the answers to come down, watching the world just spin around. Waiting for the answers to calm down. About what it is that keeps me here alone inside this flame of fear. Closed fist and guarded walls, alone inside these hollow halls. Closed fist and guarded walls, alone and fighting for my cause. Closed fist and guarded walls, alone, all alone. Walking empty halls. Not sure where I'm going with all of this. I was hoping you could tell me that. Not sure just what to believe. I'm just out here, out here looking for the facts. About what it is that keeps me here alone inside this flame of fear. Closed fist and guarded walls, alone inside these hollow halls. Closed fist and guarded walls, alone and fighting for what cause? Closed fist and guarded walls, alone. What is it keeping me here alone inside this flame of fear? Closed fist and guarded walls, alone, all alone. Walking empty halls. Thank you so much. I guess it wasn't quite 25 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. Probably 20. I don't know. But since we're on that flashback, I'll tell you what happened next. I quit my job. Because once I started writing again, all these songs fell out. I recorded this CD called Solid Ground, and it was 17 songs on that CD, just because it was just this cathartic experience. It was awesome. There's upbeat stuff. There's really introspective stuff like that one, and it was just I still love that CD very much. And then I started performing again, and now I have to say, having a job where I knew exactly what I was getting paid, that was the first time that had ever happened. You know, as a traveling musician, it's just kind of like it changes every week. So having that job was really, it did have its benefits. I was able to walk into the studio and go, "That's how much?" There you go. That was fun, writing a check right outright, and early in the career there. But anyway, I quit the job, and this song was born the day that I told my mom and dad that I quit. I was going back to singing full time, and my mother got the vapors. That happens in the South. If you're not from the South, you don't know, but it happens. She Lordy Harold, she said. Ooh, she took off down the hall. There she went. And my dad said, my dad did what my dad always did. He was like Andy Griffith and John Walton kind of mixed together. And he gave the best advice that you'll ever hear in your life. Go ahead and be ready to take note of this. Well, honey, you made a decision. If it doesn't work out the way you want, you can always make another one. Right? I'm like, yeah, go Harold Snow. And then my sister, God love her, my oldest sister, having older siblings is like having extra parents. Anybody? You have older siblings is like extra parents. And so she was just doing what older siblings do. She was trying to, snap me back in line and take care of me. She was like, what have you done? What have you done? She pulled me aside and everything, got the serious big sister face on and said, what have you done? You have to beg for that job back. You work for the insurance company. They don't make better benefits than that. So halfway back to Charlotte, I'm just bawling the ugly cry. Just terrible, bawling the ugly cry. Not because Mama got the vapors, because I knew she'd be all right, but because I disappointed my big sister. Are you kidding me? I was 30 years old, y'all. So that's how long that was. That was 20 years ago. So I wrote this song, and it's people have jokingly referred to it as the quit your job song. It's not. Although if you feel like it's sucking your soul right out your brain, then yes, sure, go ahead, let it be that for you. But it is a reminder that we are all safe in our own skin, right? We have the answers in here. We don't have to look for them out there in anyone else's opinion. So this is a song that still really grounds me to this day to remind me of that truth. I am safe now. I am fine. I am fine. I was so afraid that if just once I slowed down, the world would come crashing to my feet. To keep it all afloat and keep the balls up in the air, but beside I just couldn't see. Now to lay this all to rest in peace, to invest, and let the pieces fall where they may. 'Cause I am safe inside myself, looking now to no one else, for the answers only I can testify. Safe inside myself, for the first time I have felt that alone or not, I will be alright. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be alright. It took 30 years, but now I see the little girl behind the tears. I reach out for her hand and she takes mine. Now I am complete, I am where I'm supposed to be. I have and am enough, yeah, I'm alright. Sometimes I sing these words to convince myself. I'm told to first pretend until I believe. I am fine. I am fine. I am alright. I am safe inside myself, looking now to no one else, for the answers only I can testify. Safe inside myself, for the first time I have felt that alone or not, I will be alright. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be alright. I cannot be all things to everyone, and what's more, I don't want to be known. Not perfect in every test, but enough nonetheless. If for no one else, for me, and I am safe inside myself, looking now to no one else. For the answers only I can testify. Safe inside myself, for the first time I have felt that alone or not, I will be alright. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be alright. I am fine. I am fine. I am alright. I am fine. You are fine. We are alright. Thank you so much. Thank you. Man, so often we let other people determine, even well-intentioned, especially well-intentioned, determine who we are and what we believe and how we do life, right? So I'll do another, one more authenticity song for you here. Maybe they all have a sprinkling, a smattering, I guess. It's my life journey, just trying to be me and sharing that. I think it's for all of us to do. So, you know, as a almost 6 foot tall, kind of in touch with both her feminine and masculine, maybe a little more in touch with her masculine side woman, I get called sir a lot more than I get called ma'am. It was like 6 times today before lunch. I'm like, wow, it's like a record. Unless I'm in an airport, then it's like way off the charts. It's like, sir, you can't be in there. You can't be in there. I mean, literally a woman it's more than once, but I remember this one particular time, a woman, like an attendant in the bathroom, followed me in, and I heard her saying, sir. And I'm like, I'm too tired because I'm going to turn around, then you're going to be embarrassed, and I'm going to feel bad that you're embarrassed, and what is that about? So I'm just too tired for all that. I'm just going to keep walking. So I just ignored her and kept walking in. Sir! I get in there, and as I'm locking the door, she pulls it open. You can't be in here. I'm like, actually I can and I am. Thanks so much. Click. Anyway, but having said that, when someone of my stature then all of a sudden cries at everything, it freaks people out that way. Because then they don't know what to do. They're like, do we still, I mean, she's a woman. And whether she's a woman or not, she's crying. I mean, maybe I should hug her. I don't know. Should I? It's an interesting journey being me, and I've learned to embrace it. And I love the New Thought teaching that I live and breathe and teach, and that is that, you know, we define who we are. We decide who we are, what we believe, what we think, we bring into reality, we claim, you know, so it's okay for me to be really, really comfortable in my androgynous skin. Ooh, that's another song. I'll write that later. But this one's called I Am. Not what you think of me, I am more than you think you see. I am what I say I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. What I My actions are what my life speaks from. To live as the real me is the only way to be free. I am not what you think of me. I am more than you think you see. I am what I say I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm strong, but sometimes I cry. I'm calm, but sometimes I fight. It's too exhausting to deny all that I am. I am what I believe I am. I am what I say I am. I am more than you think I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. Who am I? Who do you want me to be? How will I ever be free until I speak for me? I am what I believe I am. I am what I say I am. I am more than you think I am. I am, 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 I am what I say I am. Thank you so much. I'm coming back online people. Don't be afraid. I'm spoiled. I have this gig tray that I've had for a long time, and it sits right here, and I put my harmonicas that I forgot and my everything on it. I actually have to bend over or walk. Now what? I bent over and something fell. So do you have anything in your life that you've been thinking, yeah, I need to get to that? Anyone? Yeah. And let's dig deeper. Maybe it's more than cleaning the garage, although I can relate to that one. I'm going to get to that, I promise. My girlfriend just moved in with me. She's like, we need more space. I'm talking about living your life. You know, is there something that you've been putting on hold? So often we put things on hold and forget that we're free. How much of life is wasted on the waiting? How much of life is wasted on the waiting? Waiting to be thin, to be rich, to be famous, to be young again. What if right now you believed your life was just right? Then could you let yourself sleep at night? What if right now was perfect? Could you see then that now is your win? What's it gonna be? Don't look at me. Don't you think it's time you set yourself free? Your history's not your best story, so make a new plan and set yourself free. Your ropes are not tied down, you are unbound. Your ropes are not tied down, you are unbound. Your shackles are unlocked, you hold your prison's key. You're free to be. Are you gonna live the same life over every day? Are you gonna repeat your past every day? If you're not, where you wanna be. Why do you stay? Choose a new way. What's it gonna be? Don't look at me. Don't you think it's time you set yourself free? Your history's not your best story, so make a new plan and set yourself free. Future based on the past doesn't ask anything. You don't have to risk, grow, or change to stay the same. No one's holding you back but you. What do you want? What will you choose? What's it gonna be? Don't look at me. Don't you think it's time you set yourself free? Your history's not your best story, so make a new plan. Your history's not your best story, so make a new plan. Your history's not your best story, so make a new plan and set yourself free. Free to be. Thank you so much. Y'all have been awesome tonight. Thank you for being here, for listening, for just being you. Thank you, online people. Technology is amazing. It really is. So I got time for just a couple more. And I feel led to play this one I haven't done here before, I don't think. I was playing a show the day that Leonard Cohen passed away. I started playing Hallelujah. And I'd never played it before, and it was just a moment. It was my friends at the company store in my neighborhood. These two friends of mine own a place called the Noda Company Store, and all my neighbors and friends, and it was just this intimate little gathering, and it just was a sweet spot. And I played it for the first time, but I didn't know that Leonard Cohen had passed away. And afterwards, this woman came up and she said, "Wow, that was magical, like to play that on the day that he died." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No, I didn't know." But so that's the day that I started playing the song, and I've always loved it, and seems I do it differently every time. We'll see how it comes out tonight. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your grace, as my friend Sally would say. Thanks for your grace ahead of time. I heard there was a sacred chord David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled kings composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throne, and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew hallelujah, 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 here before. Seen these rooms, I've walked these floors. I used to live alone before I was young. And I've seen your flag on the Marble Arch, but ours is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? But I remember when I moved and you, the holy dove, was moving to and from your lips. We drew hallelujah. Ours is not a victory march, it's a cold, and it's a broken hallelujah. Thank you so much, y'all. So I've had fun. I'm going to leave you with a song that I did on Sunday. If you have not attended Unity Church of Metairie, come on over. And for those listening online, what's the address here? 3939 Veterans Boulevard at 10:30 on Sunday mornings by Paran's Po' Boys. So this is a song I sang on Sunday. We had a good time, and we're going to have a different kind of a good time tomorrow night. We're going to have the Wednesday night meditation. I'm going to join in on a little Native American flute and some songs with Mr. Jack Fowler, so that'll be fun. But thank you for being here. I do have CDs in the back for those of you listening online. ChristySnow.com. You can listen to everything there, and you can buy one song or 14 CDs, buy to your heart's content. You can buy them in CD form for $20 or a download card, which gives you the whole album for $10. I have quite a few with me, but I don't have all 14 with me, so I have download cards for the ones that are not in person that I can send you home with, and that's really cool. You can download it onto your computer and then share it to your phone, your iPad, burn a CD, whatever. So if you're ready to go green, I can help you with that. Or if you're old-fashioned, and I'm a little bit like that, and you want the CD in hand, I can help you out with that too. I also have T-shirts back there. So thank you so much for being here, for being so attentive and wonderful and loving. I love you. I thank you. Or as we say on Sunday at our center, I bless you, I love you, and I thank you. This is a song by India Ari that I'm really enjoying playing. It's a good reminder to shift our perspective and remember there's always hope. Back when I had a little, I thought that I needed a lot. A little was overrated, but a lot was a little too complicated. See, zero didn't satisfy me, a million didn't make me happy. But that's when I learned a lesson. It's all about your perception. Are you a pauper or a superstar? So you act, so you feel, so you are. It's not about the size of your car, it's about the size of the faith in your heart. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile. Don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Yeah, there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile. Don't have to pay to laugh. And you can thank God for that. In the back country of Brazil, I met a young brother that made me feel that I could accomplish anything. See, just like me, he wanted to sing. He had no windows and no doors. He lived a simple life, was extremely poor. On top of all that, he had no eyesight, but that didn't keep him from seeing the light. He said, what's it like in the USA? But all I did was complain. He said, living here is paradise. Taught me paradise is in your mind. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile. Don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Yeah, there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile. Don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Turn on the TV, somebody's acting crazy. If you let it, it'll drive you crazy. But I'm taking back my power today. You see, gas prices keep on rising. Our government keeps on lying. But you gotta keep on surviving and doing our best, do the best we can. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile. Don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Yeah, there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh. You can thank God for that. There's hope. Stand up for your rights. Keep shining your light. Show the world your smile. There's hope. Keep shining your light. Stand up for your rights. Show the world your smile. There's hope. Stand up for your rights. Keep shining your light. Show the world your smile. Thank y'all so much. What a blast.
Y'all, let's give her New Orleans. We love you hard, hard, hard. We swear to God. So once again, thank everybody for coming out tonight, and thank you for it. Such a wonderful time, Christy. And thank you for everybody that watched online. We had a nice crowd watching. They said it sounds good. We look good. They waxed you down so you look good. So just as I mentioned earlier, we have a basket out here, our suggested donation for this concert, which where can you get music like this that really heals and helps your heart and uplifts you? $15 suggested donation. You can give more. If you're not able to give that much, that's okay as well. And Bill, we're so glad he's feeling better. He's over here. If you need to use a credit card, he can take that from you there. He can wait. And there's a basket out there. We kind of did this informally. You can just drop a cash or check. And if you do a check, make it out to Unity of Metairie. If you want to do, like I said, a credit card, see Bill, and he can help you with that. And once again, everybody that's online, people actually online have already been sending some money to help Christy out and supporting her ministry. So as I said earlier, all you have to do, it's really simple. Just look below what you're watching in the post right below, and there's a little pretty picture that says online giving. And you just click that with one little easy click and type in your stuff. And the money comes through PayPal or through a credit card. It's secure and it's easy. And I can't let us leave without once again mentioning, Christy said she's here visiting all week and we're having such a blast. Tomorrow night we're having a special meditation at 6 p.m. Christy will be playing Native American flute, and I'll be doing some keyboard work with her. It'll be a collaborative, more like what we call a Tizay service. We're going to have some reading, some music, some inspired, centered poetry and prayer and affirmative prayer, and some beautiful visuals up here. If you come to our usual meditation, it's like that on steroids. So Christy will be joining me tomorrow for, we'll go a little bit longer tomorrow from 6 to about 7:15, and we will still have our discussion on A Course in Miracles afterwards, and Christy will join us for that. So make sure and join us tomorrow if you can. We'll be starting at 6 p.m. for the meditation, Tezay prayer service. Don't miss us. It's going to be a really great time. We're going to light some candles and really go within. We need that during the holidays to stay centered. And Christy's got her CDs back there. Y'all take home some music. And everybody watching online, go to www.christysnow.com and you can buy all of her music there. We love supporting musicians, as I mentioned, and started this whole thing out by saying that this music just helps to heal and change the planet with this beautiful vibration of music. So once again, y'all, let's give it up for Christy. We thank you. Have a wonderful night, and come to church and see us at 10:30 on Sunday morning as well and rock the house. So blessings, everybody. Have a great night.
We come together, 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 in the name of love. From every walk of life, every walk of life, every creed and color, intention we unite, in honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. I feel the love in the sanctuary. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together. 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 In the name of love. We come together. 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 We come together.
And for those that have asked, we will be streaming the meditation tomorrow. So if you can't make it, I know some of you live far away. We had a couple people online ask if we're going to be streaming. We will be streaming the meditation tomorrow at 6 p.m. So come and join us, all you people streaming.
I see joy, I see peace, I see goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I see God in everything. I see happiness, I see freedom. I see the beauty that lives in me. I see perfection in what life brings. I see God in